Hello, I'm Harvey Godwin Jr., Chairman of the Lumbee Tribe of North Carolina. I am thankful for this opportunity to share with you a few stories about my Lumbee people as we celebrate American Indian Heritage Month. My people have lived along the banks of the dark waters of the Lumbee River in southeastern North Carolina for hundreds of years. We are about 40 miles south of the largest military installation in the United States, in a state that is home to the largest Indian population on the East Coast. The Lumbee, like Indians all over this country, have a strong history of military service. It is a distinct fact that American Indians had the highest rate of military service per capita than any other population. As we observe Indian Heritage Month this November, there could be no better time to recognize the contributions and achievements of our warriors who served to defend both the land and the people. Our ancestors have served in the military since the Revolutionary War. In 1835, North Carolina's Constitution was amended to deny American Indians the right to enlist in the military. Instead of being allowed to serve as free men during the Civil War, our people were conscripted and forced to build earthworks at Fort Fisher for the Confederacy. This conscription, which often resulted in death, was the final blow in a series of increasing privations that resulted in the Lowry War. During that time, our ancestors defended our people against injustice and oppression that threatened to silence our voices and destroy our freedoms. The heroism of our ancestors during the early years of this country's formation was duplicated many times over in the following years. Lumbees have served in every U.S. conflict, including both world wars, Korea, Vietnam, and the most recent conflicts in the Mideast. Our stories of service include those of warriors like Jesse Oxendine, who served with the Army's 82nd Airborne Division and helped liberate a concentration camp during World War II. They include the story of Thomas Oxendine, who received a Distinguished Flying Cross for landing his seaplane in the midst of Japanese gunfire to rescue a fellow airman. They also include the story of Sam Emanuel, whose survival of a POW camp stands as a testament to the grit and strength that characterizes the Lumbee veteran. After World War II, many Lumbee veterans who returned home faced another battle. In the winter of 1958, the Ku Klux Klan planned to hold a rally in Robeson County near Hayes Pond, in essence to put the Indians in their place. Our Lumbee veterans and others would not stand idly by and allow the KKK to rally within our own territory. Hundreds of Lumbee stood their ground that night. They routed the KKK and defended our people against proposed oppression and tyranny. They made national headlines, just as their ancestors had done a century earlier. It was a proud moment that our people continue to remember. Remembering and telling our stories is one way we honor our veterans and warriors. And there are other ways that we honor their service, sacrifice, and valor. In 2017, we remembered all fallen warriors, including Lumbees, by participating in the laying of the wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in Arlington National Cemetery. Around 20 Lumbee youth from the Lumbee Boys and Girls Club were able to participate in this ceremony to honor their elders and pay homage to the veterans who paid the ultimate sacrifice to ensure our continued freedoms. It was a stark lesson in character development as our youth learned about the commitment and ethics embodied in the way of the warrior.
The warriors. Traditionally, us as Ekohantwe, as the original people of these lands, we hold our warriors to the highest level of respect. Traditionally, we have a old-style war dance that we've done since our very first battles on these lands. And today we're going to show that war dance here for all of you. And this war dance was a way for our warriors, our Guguskera Geda, to be able to tell their story, those stories of going off to battle, those stories of going and hunting for their villages. And we're going to showcase that here for you today. The Battle of Hayes Pond. It happened in the winter of 1958. My grandfather told me of that conflict when the KKK came to our lands and our people banded together to run them away. After that battle, we stole their flag, and it's a really strong story that's told still in our communities. Some of the warriors that were present at that battle some years ago came to me and asked me to write a song telling the story of that conflict. So today we're going to share with you the song, The Battle of Hayes Pond.
The Lumbee Warriors was formed back in 2005, and mainly to be an avenue of providing information to veterans. It's open to all veterans. A lot of the organizations, such as the VFW, you have to be a member of, have been someone who was in a foreign war. But with the Lumbee Warriors, we accept all veterans and we support all veterans. They don't have to be a member of our organization. We hope that they one day join us, but we always provide support. We have our monthly meetings, and at those meetings we have individuals from various organizations, the Veterans Service Office, RCC, CVOC, all those things that are, or those organizations that are important to veterans. And they can provide the latest information, anything like that. And then they have an opportunity to talk to people, get information. A lot of the veterans don't take advantage of all the services that are out there for them because they don't know. And because of the Lumbee Warriors, we've been able to assist in that and provide information to them. We do a lot of other things in assisting the community. We provide color guard services throughout the community. We support the tribe. One of the things that we're most proud of is all the scholarships that we're able to provide to students of children and grandchildren of veterans. So we give out a lot of scholarships every year, and we have a scholarship that we have with UNCP that will be controlled by them, and we're tied in with EMC in that effort, and we're working to build that up to a $100,000 scholarship. So in that way we can support the community and children and grandchildren and veterans. A veteran, there's this, saying that a veteran is a person who wrote a blank check up to and including their life. They were willing to give their life and sacrifice to this country. And it's important that we remember those folks and that they understand that there are people who care about them. And so, yes, it is very important, and that's what we're trying to accomplish.
Our Tribal Veterans Service Office works with hundreds of American Indian veterans every year. Our service officers are nationally certified and work closely with the Veterans Administration to assist veterans in applying for and accessing key services. These officers are an essential element in supporting our Lumbee and other veterans. In addition to helping veterans navigate services offered by the Veterans Administration, they are often the first point of contact for veterans that participate in our tribal HUD-VASH program. The Housing and Urban Development and Veterans Affairs Supportive Housing Program plays an integral part in caring for and supporting our veterans. The Lumbee tribe currently has 40 vouchers through this program to provide housing to homeless American Indian veterans and those at risk of becoming homeless. And through this program, we will also be able to provide employment options for eligible veterans in partnership with the North Carolina Commerce Division of Workforce Solutions.
I served in the U.S. Army from 1984 to 1987. For me, it was an honor to serve in the military and to serve my country. I learned valuable skills that I use every day. I have been participating in the HUD-VASH program for 3 years now. The HUD-VASH program has given me an opportunity to attend school, focus on my studies while I'm attending Sand Hills Community College, which I hope to graduate in December with my major in applied science. It just gives me the support that I need to do and focus on my studies without having the burden of housing to deal with while I'm trying to accomplish my goals. I talk to veterans about the HUD-VASH program that qualify for that, and even if they don't, maybe they know someone who could take advantages of the services and other programs that HUD and VASH have. It definitely makes a big difference. The HUD-VASH program, again, with its supportive services and counseling along with the VA, it just brings me so much honor to see our young people following into the many veterans' footsteps that's followed before me.
We are currently underway in developing Warriors Way, a veterans community that will be located in one of our new housing subdivisions. These homes will be specifically set aside for veterans' use through our HUD-VASH program. Telling their stories and honoring our veterans prepares the way for the next 7 generations to stand strong in the face of injustice and oppression. We are grateful for those who have served and for those who continue to serve. We are thankful for the warrior who sacrifices for the good of the people, and we honor that spirit always.